Okay, hey, how's it going? Rant and chill, Mr. Deadman here. I was not expecting to do this, but here we are. Let's talk about Babymetal for a little bit. Let's do this. Babymetal. Have you heard of this group? Do you know this group? You probably have. I mean, they've reached some, I think, a new level of popularity here. Rolling Stone talking about them. You know, I see people who aren't really metalheads talking about them. I see people that are metalheads talking about them. And if you don't know what they are or who they are, sometimes it's with like a dismissive thing. It's like, oh, what is this? This is like a J-pop band. Well, what is this here? While Babymetal fans may not like the J-pop reference, it is what it is. And let me just say, I'm a huge Babymetal fan. I like Babymetal. Babymetal's great, okay? But I would describe Babymetal as an infusion between J-pop and metal, okay? You get the J-pop vocal sound, and you get the metal sound, and you combine it together. Boom. And when I say metal, I mean, they have songs that have a very thrash sort of sound to it, with a very heavy drums, fast drums, thrash guitar playing. I mean, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because often when people talk about Babymetal, it's like, whoa, is Babymetal even metal? Is Babymetal even metal? How metal can it be when you have 3 Japanese girls singing in high-pitched voices? How metal can that be? I don't know. Is Iron Maiden metal? Is Judas Priest metal? Those are high-pitched voices for a dude. Oh, of course they're metal. Of course Judas Priest is fucking metal. No one's going to argue that. Ron Halford, he's all the way fucking metal. Okay? So, yeah. But people will be like, well, I mean, they're like little girls. They're not little anymore, but they started small. I mean, they started when they're like 15. Oh man, what is the history to this band? Let's see. I believe 2010, Babymetal was formed. There's Sue Metal. I think she might have been 14, 15 when she joined. Correct me if I'm wrong there, guys. There's Moa Metal. Yui was there, but Yui's not there anymore. They have replaced her. I forgot the name of the person who replaced her. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they kind of rotate those girls. Call them the Avengers. Look at that. But let's go over the criticisms real fast. Babymetal. Is Babymetal even metal? Well, like I said, you wouldn't call it blues. You wouldn't call it jazz. When you have songs like Karate, which kind of have like a Dimebag Darrell sort of groove sound to it, it really does. It has that nice like Pantera sort of groove to the song, with a little bit of like new metal kind of in there as well. Just a bit anyway. You wouldn't play that for someone who doesn't like metal. Like that is metal. You're like, oh, but it's not metal. It's really just anime. It's anime openings. Why? Because they sing in Japanese? I mean, sure, they can make cool like anime openings, but because they sing in Japanese, it's now an anime opening? Okay. No, bro, like, it could be both metal and an anime opening. Okay? Is Babymetal even metal? You know, and when they have music or songs where they work along with other musicians, other metalhead guys, you can't. It's hard to argue whether or not they're actually metal. Let's see. One song that comes to mind is With Distortion, who is the name of that? Oh, God, her name is escaping me right now. And that's bad. Okay. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm pulling up here. Well, Arc Enemy. Elisa White. Okay. When you have them performing songs like Distortion with other figures, other people, other personalities in metal, you can't say, oh, they're not metal. They're not metal. What was it that they did a collaboration with Bring the Horizon, whatever. Which I'm not really too familiar with that band. I mean, but yeah, they do collaborations with other metal bands. They've had collaborations, or other metal bands have also done collaborations with them as well. Maybe not the whole band, but someone from the band, like a front man from the band. Like even Sabaton has done one. Hell, the guitars to Dragon Force, I believe, helped write some of the the solo or the intro to one of their songs. Am I not mistaken there? I don't know. Let's find out. Just doing this live off the cuff. Rant and Chill style. I think it's the Road to Resistance. Road to Resistance, which has a very Dragon Force sound to it. So you can't say that they're not metal. They're definitely metal. They definitely have a very metal sound to them. Okay? Yeah, see? Babymetal featuring a Dragon Force. Road of Resistance. Boom. Bam. So, yeah, they're not metal, bro. I don't know. It seems like other metal bands are treating them very seriously. But then there's also, I think, there might be metal bands, performers that don't take them seriously. That's fine. You find your example, I find my example. But is Babymetal metal? Like I said, they're not jazz. They're not blues. They're not pop. They have a couple songs that are very pop-ish. One is Brand New Day. Oh my god, that song is super pop. That one is like, even I believe Sue Metal was quoted saying, "This isn't even metal." Oh, but I kind of like that song though. I'll be honest with you. The song's kind of cool. A certain groove to it. Certain vibe. Anyway. I mean, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse here, is Babymetal metal. So they have songs that have a lot of industrial sort of techno sort of sounds to them, like in the beginning, like Megasune and Synigracy? Is that the name of the song? But, I mean, if you say that's not metal, what about bands like Static X? Is Static X not metal? Come on now. You wouldn't say Static X is industrial. Okay, alright. But what is industrial but not like metal and like techno shit in the song? Shit. Even Rob Zombie, when he left and went solo, he started having including more industrial sounds in his stuff. You wouldn't say that's industrial, right? So no, it's like, it's metal, bro. It's metal. And then people say, "Oh, but Babymetal isn't even a band." Okay. What do you mean by that? Like, is Babymetal like a band, like as like a grassroots ground up, like a couple people got together in the garage and started playing instruments, whatever, like the origin story to like Metallica or something? No, they're not that. They are not that. I'll give you that. But like, oh, but Babymetal doesn't even play their own music. They don't even play their instruments. They can't be a band. Well, what do you know about Babymetal? What do you see when you see them? Of course, the two front chicks now. But when you look into it, you also see they have a backing band that's pretty consistent. Lately, it's been very consistent. They call them the Kami Band, Kami. And that's the backing force. That is the engine that is driving this. Okay. You put all that together, you don't have a band in the sense that like a grassroots garage days sort of thing, but you do have a band in the, we're going to form this group together. These girls have talent. I'm not sure exactly how they do things over there in Japan, obviously, because, you know, I don't live there. But it seemed like the company that was involved in putting together Babymetal, I don't know if this is a norm, correct me if I'm wrong there, or and help educate me on this. But they like watch these girls perform at school, and then their little live performances that they do there. And there's like, okay, we'll work with these girls that think they have talent, that think they have potential. And then, you know, work with them some more. They do. All right, we have something here. We have a group. You can call it like a band. You can call it an entertainment package. You could call it a band in the way you would call like when there's what do they call them? Like super bands or mega bands. You know, like the bands that the record company puts together. They're like, okay, we'll take various people from various existing bands, put them all together, and that's gonna help sell tickets and merchandise and all that stuff. That's kind of what it is. You'd be like, oh, so it's a corporate band. Well, okay, yeah. And if you don't like that, you don't like that. That's fine. But just about every band you listen to is essentially a corporation in some way. They have ties to corporations. What are they? What are they but a business behind the scenes, you know? Like Slipknot, all that shit. Man, that shit is tied to LLCs. That shit is a business. Metallica, oh yeah, that's a fucking business. They ain't playing around. So, if that part gets you, if you don't like the fact that Babymetal seems manufactured or put together that way, constructed, if you will, by design, and you don't like that there's a corporate entity behind it, I don't have anything to tell you. You won there. If not that it's a pissing match. It's just they're not for you if you want the more raw, authentic underground sound. But if that's the case, then don't be saying, don't be listening to Metallica then, because they're not a raw, authentic underground sound. They used to be. They're not anymore. They're not anymore. Okay. And that used to be was a long time ago. And some people will say, oh, but Babymetal's a gimmick. That's all it is. Just a giant gimmick, man. These three girls singing like this in Japanese. Okay. They're not a real band. They're just a gimmick. All right. All right. I don't know, bro. If you were to go through the history, take a history lesson with rock and metal, it's very easy to find bands that seem to have a gimmick, that seem to come on stage with some sort of gimmick, some sort of look, right? Every band seems to have some sort of look that separates them from the others, and a sound that separates them from the others. If you don't, you get absorbed and you become lost in the weeds of all the other sounds, all the other looks. Kiss. What was the look of Kiss, right? Was that not a gimmick? Put on the face paint. Was that not a gimmick? Huh? Oh, no, that's not a gimmick. Okay. If it's a gimmick for one, it's a gimmick for all. What about Slipknot with the masks? Is that not a gimmick? That's how they identify, man. I don't care. I mean, I think those masks are cool. Sometimes I see that. I put on a mask for some other live streams I do. And I'm not saying that, by the way, when I'm saying this stuff, I'm not dismissing. I'm not saying, oh, they're bad gimmicks or anything. I'm just saying it's a look. They have a look. They wear masks. They wear jumpsuits. They look like they're from a horror movie. They look like they're Jason Voorhees or something, but they're playing their instruments. Okay. That is what it is. It's a look that separates them from the others. Korn has a look. Korn has a sound. At least Korn had a sound. I think Korn lost its sound a long time ago. But Korn had a sound that was a gimmick, I guess you could say, from others. It was different. It was raw. It was, you could say, amateurish because I don't think the people who knew how to really play their instruments. But that doesn't matter. You go raw and you go hard and you have a very interesting sound. I might get some corn haters. I might get some hate from corn fans, but I doubt it. Guys, I used to like them. I used to like them a lot. My point is, every band has a gimmick. Every band has a certain sound, a gimmick that they try to have, especially the more popular ones, because that's what separated them from the others. Static X had one. Iron Maiden has their thing that they do. They have 3 fucking guitars. How do you function with 3 guitars, right? Very melody-rich sounds, a certain style. Sabaton has their thing. Judas Priest has their thing. Oh, with a leather. See, and Rob Halford brought leather really into metal. People thought it was just a cool look to wear bondage gear on stage, not knowing that Rob Halford is gay. The reason why he wore the bondage stuff on stage was that he didn't have to change his wardrobe when he went back to the back room with his gimps. That's the real reason. That's the reason why he did that. And you have these guys, Ron Halford and others, giving, pretty much acknowledging Babymetal and saying, look, Babymetal's metal. Babymetal, they have our support. They have our backing. Okay? Definitely check them out. Recently, there was an article in Pop Culture where Rob Zombie's coming back out in defense of Babymetal. Rob Zombie previously served up, there's the article here, I'm going to read it. Rob Zombie previously served up an epic defense of Japanese metal band Babymetal, and his comments have recently resurfaced. Back in 2016, the heavy metal frontman shared a photo with Babymetal while holding up a flag bearing the band logo. Zombie referred to the girls as his new pals. I hope they did not smoke crack with him, but that's a different thing. And did not take kindly to trolls who showed up in the comments to criticize him. After one user called Babymetal a shameful embarrassment, Zombie hit back saying, hey, they are nice kids out on the road touring, and what are you doing besides being a grumpy old fuck? I think he said fuck, but it's F word. He might have said another word. It doesn't matter. Someone else dismissed the band as nothing but J-pop, but Zombie wasn't having it. These 3 girls, back when they're 3, had more energy than 90% of the bands we play with. And they do have a lot of energy, man. Like, constantly, they give crazy performances. While they don't write their music, while the girls don't write their lyrics, when they sing and they do the performances, they are all over the place in a good way. They're just bursting with energy. One person said Babymetal's awful and lame and told Zombie that he should be ashamed of himself. The singer responded, they roll harder than you. The band eventually thanked Zombie, writing in a comment, thank you, Rob. The spirit of heavy metal traversed across the world, rose above language barriers, and went beyond generations and created countless legends. See you again at Northern Invasion. So they get the backing. And some people, oh, well, Rob Zombie's a has-been now anyway. Rob Zombie's still going on. I mean, whether you like his music, you hate his music, he's still going. He's not going to quit. He has his thing. He has his sound. He has his look. And it's working for him. He's making a living doing it, right? It's working for him. And as someone who was a White Zombie fan, and Rob Zombie Hellbilly Deluxe, the first one fan, I will say the later albums, they teetered off and they never really got back that spark. And when they do, they kind of sounds like I heard this before. I don't know. But it's just, that's what it is to me. Okay. But if you like Rob Zombie, you like Rob Zombie. My point here is that they are recognized by other musicians or other performers, other people in metal. They are recognized. They are given support. And really, the criticisms to Babymetal, a lot of them don't have a whole lot of weight. Like you said, is Babymetal even metal? Okay, well, like I said, they're not your classic piano. They're not they're not your blues. They're not your country. They're not even your pop. You could say they're J-pop, but with metal, that's fine. But you have to add the other part there. You could say they're too cutesy for you. That is... Oh, one moment.